What's your name?
Nardwuar to human serviette.
Okay, how you doing? Nardwuar, huh?
Nardwuar to human serviette.
Okay, very good. Jerry only.
Fred likes horror too, actually.
Very cool, very cool. We're gonna
Oh, Fred, sorry.
I'm working on a new song for George Romero's new movie, Twilight of the Dead, so hopefully I get to submit it to him before I miss the boat on that one. So we're working on that. Here's Marky Ramone.
Oh, great.
This is the Admiral of the SS Manhattan.
Hi, darling. Hello.
Nardwuar. 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 Nardwuar.
Who are you?
Jerry only, Misfits.
And Jerry, who have you brought with you?
I've brought with me Uncle Des Cadena from Black Flag and the Admiral of the SS Manhattan, Mr. Marky Ramone.
Hi.
Hello. How do you do?
And all you guys are the Misfits.
Yes, we are.
Jerry, when did you all meet? What is the coming together of this motley crew?
Well, Marky, I first saw Marky at Max's when he played for Richard Hell. I think that was back in '77. And Uncle Des is from Jersey, where I'm from, and I saw him out on the West Coast when he played for Black Flag. So we actually did a Christmas show in New Jersey, and Black Flag stayed by my house. My mom made lasagna for everybody. So
1981.
1981. And Jersey. So I've known Des, going on 20-something years, and Marky over 25. So,
Des, when did you first see the Misfits?
It was that same Christmas when we played with them in Jersey, out in Jersey. And it was 1981.
And Marky, when did you first see the Misfits? Did you see the Misfits in their keyboard era at all?
No, but I saw them and I liked what they did because I was always into horror sci-fi. After Ramones retired in '96, I wanted to take a rest for a while, and then we got in touch with each other, and we started a band, and Joey was going to sing lead. Joey Ramone was going to sing lead, but he passed on, and we took it from there, and we continued.
we're a little touched.
Jerry, when did you first see the Ramones?
Oh, God, I first saw the Ramones at CBGB's before their first album came out. They were all hanging out, and Glenn and I both went down to CBGB's, and you walked in the room, and you could tell who was in the band right away, and I said, okay, so I see what we need to do here. So then we came up with our look and took it from there. I mean, there's so much stuff we've taken from the Ramones over the years, and, we're taking it to a level of our own. So, having Marky in the band is just a natural progression for us, I believe, and it's working out really well.
Des, when did you first see the Ramones?
I saw them at the Roxy, early 1977. There's documentation on it of the Ramones Leave Home CD. There's a live set from that set. It was 1977. I believe it was early 1977.
I thought you meant there's documentation. There's like evidence of you heckling or something.
Oh, there's a live set after Ramones Leave Home on the CD. There's a whole live set of that show. That was a show I was at.
And Marky, when did you first hear of Black Flag or see Black Flag?
The early '80s, I liked their pace, their fast playing, and they were from the West Coast. We were from the East Coast, and it was good to see that kind of music coming out of there.
So you guys are here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, Jerry.
Is that where we are?
Yes, you are. Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Very cool, very cool. No, this is a good place for us. Canada, so far, we've been selling out all the shows, and it's really great to be here. The kids are really good. I mean, kids are kids everywhere. We go to Japan, we have a big crowd. We play down in South America. Ramones used to play to 80,000 people down in South America, so it's a worldwide thing now. I mean, the kind of music we do is now, the standard of which everybody else is judged. So, to come out here tonight, we're going to play for you tonight probably the greatest songs ever written.
50 songs.
Well, I don't know about 50, but
You're promising 50 songs, Jerry.
You want 50?
I want 50.
We got it.
What are your memories of playing Canada the first time? Do you ever remember playing with the Violtones or ex-DOA, the Skulls?
We played with the Poles. We played. We didn't play with the Nazi Dog or the Violtones. We played. Who else did we play with? Oh God, the Curse. Do you remember the Curse?
Yes, I do. All-girl band.
Yes, sir. And we played with them as well. So we played at that place called the Horseshoe
Tavern,
which is in Toronto. And I was actually our first gig outside of New York City was in Toronto. So we were actually came to Canada right off the bat. It was one of the first things we ever did.
What about you, Marky? What are your Canadian memories? When did you first come to Canada?
78 with the Ramones. About 15 times after that, and every time was great. We played everywhere, and punk rock was alive and well in Canada, and it was a pleasure to see at that time.
Marky, do you remember this at all? This is you. Do you want to hold this for a second, Des, if you could? This is you at the Commodore Ballroom, I think. Is that you in the background?
Yes, that's me on the White Rogers drum set.
That's Bubbles. That's Bubbles.
All right, that's me on the White Rogers drum set that Tommy Ramone gave me, and that was probably '78.
That was at the Commodore Ballroom, too. Where are you playing tonight?
Yeah, it's great. Deja vu, right?
Come right back at you. And, Des, what are your memories of coming to Canada? Was this...
That was very good. That was the first time I came here. And wait, whose house was this? This was. I have no idea. The beer is strong up here, you know. I really.
So there you are, Des. Oh, no, sorry.
That's me. That's me right there with the red hair. Although it's a black and white.
Yeah. It's like a vampire.
That's Greg Ginn. That's Robo, who was with us last year. There's Robo.
came with us last
And there's Chuck.
And that's in a photo by Bev Davies there.
Yeah, our brand new CD's doing great. I mean, it's fantastic. We got Jimmy Destry playing keyboards from Blondie. We got Ronnie Spector singing on it. We talked to Debbie Harry. Hopefully she'll do something for us. And, it's coming great. Marky did a great job. Cut 10 songs in 8 hours, which I thought was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. So, a lot of people don't understand that Donna and the Blitzkrieg Bop are the same chord progression. So, number one hits don't only take 3 chords.
Marky Ramone, what is the difference between working with Ronnie Spector and Phil Spector?
Well, how long's your show? Phil was a technician. He was a perfectionist. I liked hanging out with him. I like Ronnie Spector a lot because she's the one who sang. But Phil's production is great, and I always liked those songs that he did. And me and Joey had a great time with him.
Did Ronnie have a gun?
Oh, what?
Did Ronnie have a gun like Phil?
No, Ronnie didn't carry a gun. She wasn't there, but she's not known to carry. Phil is. But I met Ronnie, and she's wonderful. And Phil carries, and that's because he has a license. And I guess when you get bothered,
Stay in the studio for 20 hours. He just pulls the gun.
yeah. So it was all fun. We had a great time.
You were stuck in the studio there with Phil, right?
I didn't care because me and him drank a lot of wine together, and you're in the studio, you do your job,
Jerry Only.
You come up with all these questions.
Jerry Only. What smell is the air freshener done by the Misfits?
Pina colada.
What's going on with that? That'll be the smell of death.
It kind of does smell like death, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's nasty.
There's Misfits air freshener.
Yeah, there is. It smells like pineapple or some stupid shit. It's crazy.
Jerry Only, you think there'll ever be a Misfits casket? There's a Kiss casket. What about a Misfits casket?
Kiss my ass.
Be careful what you wish for.
Kiss my ass. That's what I say. No, I don't know. I don't think so.
Jerry, you have these 2 fine gentlemen, Des and Marky, helping out with the Misfits' 25th anniversary. Do you ever anybody help out that forgets the lyrics? Have you had any trouble with people forgetting the lyrics?
Yeah, me. Yeah, man.
The reason I asked it is I did an interview with Fat Mike of No Effects, and he said he sang with you and he forgot the lyrics. He felt terrible.
Yeah, I really like Fat Mike. He wanted me to get up at 7 in the morning to go golfing on a Warped Tour. I looked at him. I said, "Get out of here."
Punk rockers don't play golf.
We're not Alice Cooper. No.
No, my Fat Mike is a great guy. Because I used to cook for the kids on a Warped Tour. I'd barbecue for the whole crowd after we got done. So, Mike would go and off with his band, and so he would get up early and play golf, and he comes staggering in about lunchtime, drinking all day with his golf clubs. I say, you see, should have stayed in bed like I did.
Jerry, you guys have a song called I Want to Be a New York Ranger.
Yeah, we do.
Have you met any New York Rangers?
No.
Not any?
No, we were in the locker room, though. I mean, the locker room is probably the size of this right here. It's very small, which I thought was very strange because you have all these big hockey players. And the thing is, the hockey players aren't that big. I'm probably bigger than the hockey guys. They're only about, 6 foot. They're all under 200 pounds, so, I'm bigger than they are. So.
Do you follow the Rangers at all? What do you think when Theo Fleury pounded the San Jose Sharks mascot?
Good.
Do you follow sports at all there, Marky?
No.
Now, what's it like touring with Jerry Only?
A lot of fun. We're very tight. We have a great time. We all get along, and that's the most important thing.
Does he force you to listen to any football games? Because didn't Joey Ramone force people to listen to baseball games in the van?
No, that was Johnny Ramone. He didn't force anybody to do anything, but usually he would have the sports on the radio. and me and Joey and Dee Dee couldn't stand it.
Are there any sports that you're down with at all, or have any sports people come out to any of the gigs?
Curling.
Why a tittle? The Detroit Tigers?
The entire team came out.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Jerry only. You have Dez here and Marky in your crew in a 25th anniversary thing. How much leeway do you give them? If they want 2 cheeseburgers, do they get 2 cheeseburgers?
They get whatever they want, and Marky's in charge. That's what the kids say. Hey, where's Mark? I said, look, Marky does what he wants. It's his call here. So,
You pull up to the Wendy's drive-thru. Do they get 2 cheeseburgers?
we eat like pigs. I wouldn't, eating is not an issue here.
I like salad.
That's what I was curious about. Dez, you were in Black Flag, of course.
Yes.
Now, in Black Flag, is it true about salad bars in Black Flag?
Well, Greg Ginn was a vegetarian, so he'd always eat at the salad bar. But they'd always let me eat.
I need
wherever
a copy
I
of this.
Because the thing I love about salad bars is that I read in Henry Rollins' book that when you guys went to salad bars, you didn't use the plate, you used the entire tray.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, use a whole tray. Yeah, who needs a plate? You're at the salad. Why have to walk up there twice? You know what I mean? Just fill up the whole tray and you're done.
Jerry only, your dad is pretty cool, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
He has that great company. What's the company all about?
It's a machine shop. We make bombs and missiles and things that kill people.
Like studs.
Yes.
He helped develop the Misfits, didn't he? Like he bankrolled the Misfits, basically.
He did. Yes, he did.
Like, that's a pretty cool dad. Is it true that his American Express card took you all the way to England?
Yes, it did.
And the studs that you are wearing right now... but some of the studs came.
They take him at the border. What happened? The studs we made actually ones that weighed about 15 pounds a piece that went on a bass drum, and they thought they were warheads, and we took them into Japan, so it kind of like stirred a little bit of trouble.
But they came from his factory. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, no, we make them. We make all that kind of stuff.
And Dez, your dad was pretty cool too, right?
Yeah, he still is.
What was he, some sort of music exec?
Not an executive. He produced jazz records.
Like which ones might we know about?
You might know the Willie Dixon, Willie's Blues and stuff, but he's worked with people like Yusef Lateef, Willie Dixon, Charles Earl, and I don't know the list. How long is your show? Like Mark said, But he worked for Fantasy and Savoy Records.
Marky, what about your parents? What were they like?
Look his name on the website.
They were, mom and dad. Normal. They're 70 now, and they're retired, and they always liked music, and they father and mothered me. But I just want to say something, all right? There's a tribute album coming out for the Ramones on Columbia, and it's really bad. I just want to let the kids know that they shouldn't buy it because it's just a money-making scheme, and it really doesn't represent the Ramones. Rob Zombie's on it, Metallica, Marilyn Manson, and they're not into punk. They're not punk rock.
Rancid on it too?
That's the only good thing of Motorhead. But the other bands, I mean, give me a break,
Jerry, you were making fun of my hair right there.
I know, you look like you had a chimpanzee for parents or something. What's up with that?
Well, you'd be a really great dad, I think, there, Jerry Only. Thank you. And I want to ask about your company. Do you hire any punkers to work for Pro Edge? Are there any punkers working there?
Sure, we have all of them there.
Are any working right now in any bands?
Yeah, my brother.
Anybody else?
Well, that's good enough, no?
Jerry Only, is it true that the Misfits were going to be Sid Vicious's backing band?
With very good possibility.
You were going to be?
Yeah, but we'd have to play in prison, so it was kind of limited.
I thought there was some discussions about this, Jerry.
Yeah, there was.
Can you elaborate a tiny bit for us on that?
No.
Okay, well, let's go over here to Marky. Marky, how you doing there?
I'm fine.
What was it like touring with Sid? Because did you do some touring with Sid or hanging out with him? Was he into karate?
No, me and Sid were friends. The Ramones were friends with the Pistols when we went to England. And Sid lived at the Chelsea, and he would hang out CBGBs with us. And he was Dee Dee's idol. He idolized Dee Dee Ramone. So that's how we all became friends,
We all idolize Dee Dee. This is all about Dee Dee, Yeah.
Is it true, Jerry Only, that Bobby Steele, one of your ex-Misfit alumni, puked on John Lennon?
Yeah, it is.
What happened there?
John didn't puke on him.
Yeah, no, it was at the Mud Club. Bobby drank too much, and John happened to be sitting next to him when Bobby puked, and he puked all over him. So it wasn't intentional, but John seemed like a nice guy. I mean, he deserves better than getting puked on by Bobby,
Did you ever puke on John Lennon all Des?
No, but I'm surprised John Lennon didn't puke on Bobby.
Did you ever puke on John Belushi?
No, but I met John Belushi before.
He was a big fan of you guys, wasn't he?
No, he came to the show when I was singing my first show ever in Boston, and he flew out from Martha's Vineyard to the show, and I sat there and talked to him for about a half an hour, and I thought he was the club owner. I didn't know who he was, and I go, "Oh, by the way, my name's Des. What's your name?" He goes, "By the way, my name's John Belushi." That's when I started laughing. Yeah.
Marky Room, what about yourself? Did you ever get puked on by John Lennon, or did you ever puke on John Lennon? Or what are your John Lennon stories?
Well, that would be an honor if he puked on me. But no, I puked on Johnny Ramone once, and John Philip Sousa.
What were your run-ins with John Lennon at all?
I met him at a club in New York at the 82 Club. I was with Johnny Thunders and Jerry Nolan and Bob Gruen. And John Lennon came down the stairs, and that was his period with Yoko when he left Yoko, and he was a year hanging out with Phil Spector and getting drunk all the time. But it was just a pleasure to meet the guy in any condition,
Jerry Only, you guys in the Misfits have cell phone covers now.
Yeah, we do. It doesn't fit my phone. That really pisses me off.
It's a great merchandising item, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. The thing was that for many
Air freshener and a cell phone cover.
Well, for many years we didn't do a lot of that stuff, and then it was our 25th anniversary, and I figured that it was about time that we let the kids have all these little trinkets that they wanted. But the main thing is that we make the best stuff. I mean, like our action figures got Action Figure of the Year, and we work really hard. A lot of times we lose money to make the stuff the way we want it, but that's the difference between us and Kiss. So. We don't make that cheap garbage.
And the big thing is now you got a link to Glenn Danzig's website on your website there.
Yeah, we do. As a matter of fact, I saw him at his dad's funeral, unfortunately, and we kind of buried the hatchet. So I wish Glenn the best, and
Des, phone cards and Black Flag. Didn't you guys have an interesting way of placing long-distance phone calls?
Oh, yeah.
What was that all about?
Well,
Ian Mackay is very mad about that.
why?
Because you had this secret way of placing like long-distance phone calls, and you did it from his house, and his mom got nailed.
Oh, really? I did?
No, Ian Mackay. Well, Black Flag did.
Well, tough for Ian.
What was the story behind that? The special way of... What do you mean tough for Ian?
Well, in those days, you didn't have phone cards that you could buy at the store. And there was illegal ones that you could buy on the street corner from, like, a guy selling the pot or something, So we'd get these phone numbers and book whole tours that way. See, we didn't have the internet, and we didn't have these video shows back then, so we had to find ways to do it ourselves. So
why do you do it at Ian's mom's house? Because Ian's mom got in trouble because they finally tracked it down to Ian's mom's house.
talk to Chuck Dukowski, okay?
It's Chuck's fault then.
Yeah, because I don't book tours. I don't know nothing about business.
Greg
Plug me in.
Ginn, speaking of plugging in, is he really obsessed with techno music these days? What's going on there?
I don't know if you'd call it techno music because I don't know if you could really dance to it. But, he's just been, locking himself in a vault for years and years and, recording.
Jerry Only, I wanted to ask you about your band, Christ the
Conqueror.
Christ the Conqueror. Is it true that Metallica stole a song from you?
Title of one. Wherever I roam.
That doesn't make you too happy, does it?
No, it's okay.
Metallica stole from Jerry Only and Christ the Conqueror.
When people steal from you in an art form, that's a compliment, and you got to learn to understand that. So,
and the whole purpose of Christ the Conqueror, that was to kind of sock it to Glenn, right? Because Glenn was turning people into Satanism, and Christ the Conqueror was going to bring him back, right, Jerry?
yeah, so we won.
You won the battle.
Yeah.
What? Glenn's not into the Satan stuff. He still is.
Yeah, but nobody else is.
Speaking of Satan and stuff, Jerry, 12 Hits from Hell. When is that finally going to come out?
Never.
Why is that? Because so many people are looking forward to that. 12 Hits from Hell.
I don't care what people look forward to.
Well, can you give a bit background for the Misfits fanatics? They're just wondering, why was it scheduled for release and then pulled away?
Because we do what we want, and record companies don't do what they want with our shit. So it's up to us.
Jerry Only, will there ever be Earth AD 2?
Sure, you're in it.
Taboo! Because you were Jerry Only of the...
Misfits.
Thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it, Jerry. And, of course, you've brought along Des.
Thank you very much.
And Marky.
Hello.
All together in the Misfits.
And he likes salad, right? Tell him.
Yeah, we like salad bars, and we don't use plates.
Thanks. Good luck to you guys. Give me a copy of that. That's really great.
Actually, Jerry, we're just a couple more quick questions. So I was just going to say, Jerry Only, do you think you'll ever put out a workout video?
Sure. I think I put one out every night. Probably do one here tonight for you.
Because actually, if you go and check out on the internet, which you've been urging me to, there's actually a workout video there, punk rock aerobics.
That's news to me. I mean, I lift weights, so I don't do aerobics.
And actually, you can do aerobics to beat on the brat.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you could. I just don't do aerobics. I don't see any need for it. I mean, we could do enough cardio when we play at night.
And finally there, Jerry Only, thanks for speaking to me, Nardwuar, the human serviette. Who could eat the most pancakes, you or Glenn Danzig?
Well, definitely me, I think.
All right, thanks so much. Keep on rocking the free world and doot doodaloot doo.
Do.
Almost, Jerry. Doot doodaloot doo.
Boom, boom.